Hello, dear learners, and in this session, let us go through mixed economic systems. After discussing various economic systems, we have come across lists of merits and demerits for each, whether capitalism, socialism, or communism. It is possible to fully implement any of these systems in their purest forms. Take a pause and consider countries across the world, do they fully adhere to a single economic system? China is considered traditionally communist, but it has also integrated capitalist elements through private businesses, market reforms in some sectors. Then there are countries like Sweden. They offer robust public services while also encouraging competition within the market dynamics. So the key question is how to balance the benefits of a growing market without sacrificing the social safety nets to protect the vulnerable. To explore the answer, it is essential to understand the concepts in depth. So let us proceed with the learning objectives of this topic. By the end of this session, you will be able to understand the concept of a mixed economic system, explore the rationale behind mixed economies, identify key aspects and features of a mixed economic system, and examine examples of mixed economies around the world. As the name suggests, a mixed economy is a system that mixes elements of both capitalism and socialism. It allows the existence of private property and economic freedom in the use of capital. At the same time, government can also intervene in the economy to pursue social goals. Interestingly, every known economy, whether historical or contemporary, lies in the spectrum between pure capitalism and pure socialism, thus has elements from both. This is a response to the limitations of both pure capitalism and pure socialism. Rationale for mixed economies. Pure free markets are considered more efficient than mixed economies. However, there are certain fundamental prerequisites for free markets to be efficient. There should be equal knowledge in society, and the market participants should be logical. But these prerequisites cannot be met in real world situations, which require the government to intervene, needing mixed economic systems. In mixed economies, both private businesses and the government owns the means of production. However, government control helps to avoid monopolization and discrimination against the less wealthy and poor citizens. The idea is to address the shortcomings of both capitalism and socialism. Key aspects of mixed economies. In mixed economies, the public and private sectors coexist, with the public sector sometimes nationalizing companies that are considered to serve a public good. However, in these economies, the private sector is generally allowed to operate and pursue profits within a regulated framework. This system allows for competition and innovation, but with a safety net to protect against exploitation. Mixed economies are ideal fusion of a market and a command economy. Features of mixed economies. Firstly, public sector. The public sector is a key feature of a mixed economy. The state has control and authority over this sector. The public sector includes public utilities such as electricity, water, and transportation, along with basic, heavy, strategic, and defense industries. Unlike private sectors, the public sector is intended to operate for the benefit of the public rather than for financial gains. Just like private industries, the profits accrued are used for capital formation. They have a lengthy gestation period and require high investments. Public sector is considered crucial for the well-being and overall functioning of the economy. Features of mixed economies, private sector. In a mixed economy, a private sector is also present. Within the private sector, private businesses produce and distribute goods and services. This sector is involved in the production of consumer goods and certain capital goods. Their involvement extends to primary industries like farming, plantations, mining, and both internal and external trade. While this sector is motivated by profit, its activities are governed by laws to ensure its benefits to the public. The private sector, therefore, provides a balance of competition and consumer choice within the regulatory parameters of a mixed economy. Features of mixed economies, joint sector. Another important feature of a mixed economy is the joint sector. This sector is managed by both government and private entities. Typically established as a joint stock corporation, the state usually holds the majority of the shares. This approach encourages collaboration between the public and private entities. By joining the forces of state resources and private sector know-how, the joint sector helps to build a more balanced economy. Features of mixed economies, cooperative sector. In a mixed economy, a cooperative sector may also be established. This sector is based on cooperative principles. The government gives citizens money to start cooperative societies, which are mostly used for consumer goods purchases, farming, dairying, storage, and processing. Cooperative sector is an example of government interference for social good. Features of mixed economies, economic planning. A mixed economy typically has a central planning authority. This is a feature derived from socialism. An economic plan serves as the foundation for a mixed economy. Every economic sector operates according to the goals, priorities, and targets specified in the plan. The government uses a variety of monetary, fiscal, and direct control tools to manage the economy for achieving these goals. Another important goal is to limit the negative impacts of price mechanisms. Features of mixed economies, social welfare. A mixed economy emphasizes maximizing social welfare. This feature tries to avoid the issues of capitalism and to include the benefits of socialism. Social welfare policies such as social security and public works projects are put in place to support the people. It also helps in eliminating income and wealth disparities, unemployment, and poverty. This approach uses both direct and fiscal control to limit monopolies and ensure that wealth is not concentrated in the hands of a few. Features of mixed economies, government regulation. In a mixed economy, market forces play an important role, but government regulation is crucial for stability. The government intervenes in the market by controlling monopolistic practices, managing inflation and competition, and overseeing worker conditions. This intervention seeks to promote economic stability, prevent exploitation, and reduce inequality. This ensures that market forces function within a framework created by the government which supports broader social goals. Examples of mixed economies. The majority of businesses in the US are privately owned. However, the government does not intrude much, for example, in the areas of agriculture subsidies and financial regulation. The nation's prescription drug costs is an example of a mixed economy. The government supervises them to avoid monopolies and price discrimination, even if they allow market participants to set their own rates. While the private sector is allowed to operate in the market, this enables consumers to obtain necessary medications at a price that is affordable for them. Examples of mixed economies: United Kingdom. The United Kingdom's mixed economy includes both public and private involvement in the economy's operation. Take the example of National Health Service. It is a government-run healthcare service which provides free healthcare to its inhabitants who have the right to healthcare. This highlights UK's commitment to social welfare. At the same time, private medical care is available for those who can afford it. This coexistence of public and private sectors represents the UK's attempt to balance the market economy with the social needs of its citizens. Examples of mixed economies: India. State-owned businesses make up a sizable portion of India's mixed economy. These businesses dominate a number of important industries, including banking, energy, and telecommunication. The Indian government is heavily involved in economic regulation and social welfare. This includes measures like labor protections, social welfare programs, and subsidies for significant companies and industries. Over the past few decades, India has implemented a number of economic reforms with the goal of liberalizing the economy and attracting foreign investment. Examples of mixed economies: France. France's mixed economy blends government regulation, social welfare programs, and a robust private sector. The government either fully or significantly owns large firms in vital industries like energy, transportation, and defense, and it has a significant impact on these sectors. France also encourages private entrepreneurship and foreign investment, particularly in sectors like manufacturing, luxury products, and technology. The French government places a high priority on social safety nets through programs like universal healthcare and unemployment benefits. Now, let us summarize. In this topic, you have learned the concept of a mixed economic system where both private and public sectors coexist, the role of government intervention along with economic freedom and private ownership, different sectors within a mixed economy, and how economic planning, government regulations, and social welfare programs contribute to the system's functioning, and global examples of mixed economies. With this, we come to the end of the session. Thank you and happy learning.